What is up, everybody? Excited to come to you midweek. We got some just random picks. I mean, they're not random. We've put some thought and energy and effort into this, but we got a smattering of different sports for you between myself and Mike. We'll be coming to you with soccer picks and those kind of things later in the week. I'll have a lot more conference tournament picks as that kind of rolls into March Madness. But yeah, we're just gonna kind of get rolling here. Mike, what has led you to hockey and golf over everything else? Just nothing else going on, or?
It's just what I'm most interested in right now, man. It's a lot easier for me to get into the weeds of the things that I enjoy watching most, and that is it. And we've had a lot of success on both of these sports so far this year. So hopefully that keeps rolling. We got some exciting golf coming up. It is that time of year, so excited to get deeper into that.
Super exciting. I only have 2 college basketball picks today. We'll just get right into it. I'm actually usually in Vegas this week. Big conference championship week. We had some last week too. I'm usually in Vegas by Thursday and betting heavily on Friday and Saturdays. If I'm being honest, that's when you find most of the value. It's really tough to find games on a Tuesday, Wednesday of this week. You're essentially just betting 2 bad teams because there's a lot of bad teams playing each other because it's the bottom of the conference tournaments, right? So I try not to bet bad teams, even if I think they're better than another bad team. It's tough. So the way last week went, I didn't do a lot of this on the show, but in my personal betting, I really started off the week pretty mediocre on Tuesday, Wednesday last week when the conference, the really small conference tournaments were happening. By Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I was crushing it and like 8x'd my money over the weekend because the value just gets better. It gets better. You get to get the really good teams playing maybe a really bad team that had an upset or a really good team that's playing a mediocre team, and you're getting like a really good line on it for some reason. And I just wanted to go on my little rant that conference tournament value, as someone who goes and does this in Vegas almost every year, really is more like Thursday through Saturday. But I think I got a couple good ones for you here, so we're just going to jump into those.
I can confidently say I'm just saving what's left on my bankroll just so I can take all of your picks this weekend. So don't let me down.
I know the proof. You're my proof because you were on my text message thread last week. I didn't put a lot of them on the show. All right. We're going to start with a little money line parlay. So we're going to tease 2 teams. Let's take West Virginia to beat Colorado. Colorado beat TCU today in their first game. I'm a Colorado fan, obviously, and this is an atrociously bad basketball team. Oh, I might have froze up a second. Really bad basketball team. I have no confidence that they can win a second game. They have won they've won 2 Big 12 conference games all year. It is the worst Tad Boyle team we've ever seen after making the tournament and winning a game and then having everyone go to the NBA. It is absolutely terrible. So give me West Virginia to win because that's at least a mediocre team with a good coach.
It's the most Stefan take I've ever heard.
It is. I know it is my anti-team take. I don't do it often, but when I bet against my team, you better believe because I think they're bad. We're going to go ahead and take Grand Canyon. This is actually one of the few quarterfinal matchups happening tomorrow. We're going to take Grand Canyon University going against UT Arlington, which is, again, a really good team in the conference going against a bad team. And because we can smash these together, we get minus 145 on this little money line parlay. So, I feel really confident in this one, actually. There's a ton of games tomorrow. So, honestly, to even the fact that I only have 3 total picks technically with the parlay, hopefully shows that I'm not super confident in the rest of the field tomorrow. But
I've had a hard time all week finding value across all sports this week. So it's kind of it almost feels like the book is trying to get as much money as it possibly can before the next 3 weeks of college basketball hit. But I like this one.
Just in case they have a bad tournament,
Yep.
All right. Second for me, and then I'm going to let Mike take this over, is I got UC Santa Barbara in the Big West winning their semifinal game by minus 4.5 against UC Bakersfield. Really all I'm going with here is, again, good team against a bad team. I'm not sure why this line is what it is. This was an absolute ass kicking. The 2 other times they played were 15 and 20-point wins.
Oh shit.
I realize that stuff can backfire in a tournament setting and it's a little different, but like I would have expected this line to be more like -8.5 or something like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and take UC Santa Barbara, the better team, on the spread, because I don't like anything else to honestly pair their money line thing and do another teaser parlay. So
Yeah, that seems like great value, dude. Yeah, I love that one.
awesome.
I'm gonna kick us in. Let's hit our joint parlay here. So
Yeah, that's right.
I found a leg of a parlay I liked and couldn't find what I wanted to put it with. So I told Eric to tag in. So my leg of our joint parlay is going to be the Utah Hockey Club on the money line at home against the Anaheim Ducks tomorrow night. Tomorrow night being Wednesday night. The HC, man, they've dropped 3 of their last 4, so I get that this is scary. But I watched the game. Steve and I had money on Utah Hockey Club 60-minute line last night. Holy shit, did those dudes look good.
Yeah.
They lost their goalie last weekend to the player assistant program. They also lost another key player due to an ACL injury. And I texted you guys yesterday. I was like, fade Utah Hockey Club, and that backfired. Now, granted, they did end up losing that game in a shootout to the Maple Leafs, who were just a significantly better team. But on the ice, Utah looked like the better team. I think they're coming in on this one a little pissed off that they didn't get that win pulled off. And they're playing against the Ducks, who statistically are about on par with exactly where they are right now. But the Ducks are playing the Capitals as we speak right now. And so they're playing a far more physical team currently. They're going to come into this game far more exhausted than they are playing fresh. And they've also dropped 4 of their last 5, about to be 5 of the last 6. I just expect Utah to come in understanding that they have to win at least 3 of their next 4 to have a shot at the playoffs. Pissed off after losing in a shootout to a better team last night. I think this part of the leg was at like -200. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of this homer pick.
Yeah, my part of the leg isn't as nice. It's like -410, but if we gotta smash these together and get -127, so I'll be really embarrassed if mine doesn't, because mine doesn't hit and yours does. So I got Iowa State to go ahead and beat Cincinnati. Cincinnati won its Big 12 conference game today in basketball, by the way, in case you're confused which sports we're talking about. Yeah, Iowa State. Number 12 Iowa State looks absolutely great this year. Oddly, a team that I just talked a bunch of shit about. CU beat them twice. I don't know how that happened. But Iowa State's look great. They're a solid NCAA tournament team. They have no business going out in their first game of the Big 12 conference tournament. So Cincinnati had a nice win today. I expect it to be a closer game, because that happens a lot, where a team that has like the warm-up game comes in, and it's going to take Iowa State to get moving a little bit to get moving. But I expect Iowa State to ultimately pull it out as the better team. So there you go. There's our joint parlay. I don't know if we've ever done one of those.
First time, baby. -127.
We'll see how it works. Why don't you walk us through some lovely golf this weekend?
Yeah, man, let's talk some golf. I'm still super spicy, by the way, that I missed my Colin Morikawa winner at +2,000 last week by 1 freaking stroke.
Yep.
Thanks, Russell Henley. Anyways, yeah, man, we got the Players Championship this weekend. This is like the 5th major on tour, basically. That's not really a major. So I'm super pumped on this. Course is only playing 7,300 yards this year, which is not that long in terms of PGA courses. Course knowledge is key. We're looking for strokes gained approach, strokes gained off the tee, tournament history, strokes gained around the green. So those are kind of my key metrics that I'm looking for as I'm putting together my picks. The first one, Michael Kim, top 40 -120. This one you need to jump on quickly, because this guy is trending more than anybody right now in terms of coming in recent form. Since February 9th at the Waste Management Phoenix Open, he's finished 2nd, 13th, 6th, and 4th. He's coming in on a crazy hot streak. He's had as many rounds over par as the world number 1 Scotty Scheffler has had this year.
Wow. That's a cool stat.
So to get this at top 40 at -120 when his worst finish on the season is 13th is crazy value to me. He knows he's trending. He even tweeted a meme about it. I think it was yesterday. That was some like joking "I'm trending" meme. He's 7th in strokes gained total, 17th strokes gained around the green, 20th approach the green, and 36 off the tee. So he's kind of fitting the mold and all of the metrics on top of recent form. So this is my favorite pick of the week, but all of America is on this pick, which probably means he's going to miss the cut.
Just full on miss the cut.
So we'll see. Next one, I'm going with Minwoo Lee, top 40 at plus 105. We made money on this pick 2 weeks ago, took last week off, which I'm glad we did because he missed the cut. And that is why I'm taking this pick, simply because he missed the cut last week. I looked back into last year. He missed the cut 3 times. Every cut that he missed, he finished the next week tied for 22nd. Which was kind of odd.
That's consistency.
Exactly at 22nd. So I like him to bounce back here. He is one of the streakiest players on tour. He gets real hot and then he gets real cold. So we're kind of playing on that bounce back game. Sorry, diabetes is screaming at me right now.
Man, diabetes always interrupting stuff.
Diabetes. He's streaky, but with that consistency of how well he bounces back, I love it. Around the green, he's 11th in total. He's 26, so he's still sitting right there in some of the metrics. And he's one of the longest players on tour too, which gives him the ability to take advantage of the really short par 4s and all of the par 5s. So I like him there at top 40 at plus 105. And then my last one, we're going to go Sepp Straka, top 30 at plus 120. This is another guy that's just rolling, man. He again made us money 2 weeks ago. I said last week, wait until the top 30 lines come out and take it. And then he ended up finishing 5th. He's missed the cut 1 time this year at the Genesis. Other than that, he's finished in the top 30 every single tournament that he's played in. That's 7 of 8. He's got to win, and he's got 3 top 10s. He's just playing really freaking good golf, man. So I really love the value here. To get it at plus money is kind of wild to me. So yeah, Sepp Straka top 30 plus 120.
I like that. I might jump on that one. That's exciting. Give me some golf to watch along with some basketball this weekend. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. All right, you reached the part of the show where we run it down. So if you fast forward to the end, congrats. You made it. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Like, subscribe, hit all the cool buttons for us. And then, also follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and those places too, or we do a little bit of stuff there. So, all right, let's run this down. I'm going to give you some college basketball into a little parlay that Mike and I put together with each other. It's so cute. And then
adorable.
I'm going to hand it over to Mike to do golf. So, give me my first parlay of West Virginia on the money line plus Grand Canyon on the money line to get you to minus 145. I'm going to take UC Santa Barbara minus 4.5 against UC Bakersfield in that Big West. I believe it's a quarterfinal match tomorrow. And then my first leg of a parlay that Mike and I have is Iowa State to win.
I want to wrap up that money or that parlay with the Utah Hockey Club on the money line. Our joint parlay comes in at minus 127. And for golf, I'm taking Michael Kim in the top 30, Minwoo Lee in the top 40, and Sepp Straka in the top 30. And they're all going to hit. Let's just call it right now.
Yeah, sorry I couldn't get the picks up on the screen not to help us out. It's like our streaming service doesn't like me. It's yelling at me with a pick. So I'm going to go ahead. I'll get these up on Instagram. If you just want to see these all visually, we'll post it all up there for you to see. And see if we can get it as a screenshot for our YouTube show for anyone who just wants to see the picks.
And I'm going to correct myself. I'm not taking Michael Kim top 30. I'm taking Michael Kim top 40 at minus 120.
Nice.
You can take him at minus one or top 30 if you want, and it's at like plus 150. I just can't type and don't proofread. So we're going top 40.
Love it. All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining. We'll see you later this week with some soccer and more basketball.
Hey.